Hello, everyone. Today, I want to discuss the reasons behind the recurrence of narcissistic or toxic partners in your life. If you've been in a toxic relationship, you've likely observed this pattern of them coming and going, breaking up, reconciling, and returning. I'll explain why this cycle persists. Firstly, it's important to note that individuals in abusive relationships often face blame for their situation. Whether you're the victim or survivor, people may question why you allow your toxic partner to return. Why are you reconciling? And why are you engaging in conversation with him? His friends or those who genuinely care about him end up justifying your actions, placing blame on the victim. They manipulate the situation, making it seem like it's your fault. People stuck in toxic relationships or enduring a toxic partner are aware of this manipulation. It's hard to believe for those who haven't been in a relationship for 5, 10, or 15 years. The cycle of breakup and patch-up continues for many years, and they find themselves agreeing once again. The repetition occurs because they remain unhealed, and that void can manifest in various ways mentally, emotionally, financially, and physically, resulting in a sense of incompleteness. Consequently, when the individuals in question enter their lives, it appears as though the deficiency is being addressed. This fulfillment prompts them to revisit conversations with these individuals, initiating a recurring cycle. Narcissists have a strong affinity for attention, especially of a particular kind, such as praise during conflicts or enjoyment in relationships. This dynamic can extend to relationships with parents and friends, as the individuals perceive themselves as objects in the narcissist's orbit. In a similar vein, if their focus shifts to another person, let's say you've moved forward, finding happiness with someone else, or even if you're content without a romantic partner, flourishing in various aspects of your life, looking good, feeling healthy, and experiencing overall well-being, they might attempt to re-enter your life. They could reach out via social media, even if you've blocked them. Alternatively, they might create a new account to contact you through mutual friends, or find other ways to connect, because the idea of you being happy without them is something they can't bear. The happiness they bring is minimal, yet witnessing your happiness without them in your life is hard for them to accept. They struggle with the idea that you can be happy with someone else, or in a different setting without their involvement. They perceive you as their possession, and seeing you receive attention from someone else, be it your current partner or ex, is something they find difficult to comprehend. Why am I not receiving the same attention? I mean, if he's feeling so good, why isn't he making me feel the same way in this relationship? That's why he gets triggered by that issue a lot. People who are engaged usually like to feel superior. They might come to the office after hearing 4 positive things, but when they come home, they'll share 10 negative things with you. They end up taking out their frustration on you. In the same way, their ego will be boosted. They seek a superiority complex, which is why they engage in behavior that restricts you from seeking alternatives. Consequently, they choose to exert control over their partner. It's noteworthy that in toxic relationships, such individuals are often small and timid in public, but express dominance and aggression towards their partner. However, this isn't a universal pattern, as there are narcissists who exhibit such behavior openly in front of everyone. This serves as an example to illustrate that such dynamics exist. In these relationships, the individuals involved derive satisfaction from winning conflicts. The individual seeks constant clarification, prolonging the argument. If they emerge victorious, they derive a sense of empowerment, viewing themselves as right, superior, and the other person as foolish. They crave this validation from their partner, learning every detail about them to maintain a sense of control. Even after a breakup, they may return, driven by a need for the emotional supply and sometimes to inflict punishment or humiliation, questioning how the other person could be happy without them. He possesses the ability to persuade you, understanding precisely where to touch upon your emotional vulnerabilities, be it through a thoughtful gift or emotionally charged words. Once successful in convincing you, the toxic cycle begins anew. They proceed to humiliate, taunt, and punish you, reigniting conflicts. This pattern repeats itself as these toxic narcissists actively seek to enter your life for their own emotional nourishment, prompting arguments and discord. Because when individuals emerge victorious in a confrontation, it elevates their confidence, and they derive enjoyment from these experiences. Consequently, they are inclined to seek out such opportunities. However, it is crucial for you to be ready and take preventive measures. Your first priority should be to thwart their advances, engage in self-healing, and ultimately overcome the challenges they pose. If you've already moved on but are still open to giving them a chance, thinking they might have improved, that's okay. However, be cautious, stay strong, and prioritize your healing. If you don't heal, the same issues may resurface. Don't let them disrupt your peace of mind, especially if they're trying to argue with you. Avoid reacting in a way that jeopardizes your peace. After your healing, consider that the individual you were before no longer exists. You don't need to harbor those emotions. You must be resilient. Because where you once had vulnerability emotionally, now is the time to confront it. If you're not emotionally strong, others may exploit that weakness, especially in financial matters. How many times have I emphasized the importance of staying financially independent? Being financially self-sufficient is crucial, as it ensures that others are aware you are not reliant on them. If you cannot provide for your children independently, you become vulnerable to financial manipulation. This kind of attack occurs, and then comes the mental manipulation. They engage in elaborate conspiracies, employing tactics such as gaslighting, emotional manipulation, financial control, and even physical manipulation. The impact is significant, especially in relationships, where one may start to believe they cannot imagine life without the other person. Physical touch plays a significant role in this scenario, and it becomes a powerful tool for manipulation. When it comes to whatever you need to eat or drink, they shut off the necessity. Then you also feel uncertain about where to go with the child. This is typically linked to financial issues in marriage. For those without financial stability, situations arise where the wife may be toxic, and the husband mentally and emotionally weak. That's why I'm advising you to be strong. Get healed, so that these individuals can't manipulate you. Similarly, many narcissists appear to be very sweet. They project an outward image of goodness and straightforwardness, often described as pure and sweet, like the color white. However, this sweetness is superficial, as they are hollow on the inside. In essence, they may seem pleasant externally, but lack genuine depth or sincerity. They appear sweet only due to their selfishness. In public, they project an image of being genuinely good people. However, in personal relationships, they undergo a sudden transformation, revealing a different, often less favorable side. Despite this, many people believe in their seemingly flawless character, unaware of the hidden flaws. This pattern is common among narcissistic individuals who, despite various manifestations, typically maintain a positive public image. In their relationship, in their marriage, they are highly toxic. They pose a constant threat, always attempting to disrupt your life. Those who find themselves in such relationships have an advantage. They need to be mentally and emotionally strong. It's crucial to communicate clearly and firmly, urging them to leave. Sometimes, silence is more effective than words, because verbal confrontation might escalate into a fight. It's important to know how to handle such situations and how to move on. And make sure not to let such individuals back into your life. If someone is meant to return, they will. One thing holds true: if it's genuine love, set it free. If it returns, it's your true love. However, this doesn't always happen, so exercise caution.